Good morning everybody. Today I Sai Pragya is feeling very happy to share my most favorite story book with you all. This is my most favorite story book. The name of my book is The Supreme Classic Tales, a book of supplementary reader. This book has many interesting stories. One of the story teaches me great life lesson. I would like to share this story with you all. The King and the Spider. In the early 14th century, the King of Scotland was Robert Bruce. He was defeated in a battle with the English. The English took over the Scotland and the Robert Bruce had to take shelter in a cave. He fought many times with the English, but every time he was driven back. He felt very sad and disheartened. He could not understand how she could get better of them. One day, while King Bruce was taking rest in the cave, he saw a spider in trouble. The spider was trying to reach the center of his cobweb, but he failed. He every time tried few steps to climb up and fell down to the ground. King Bruce compared the spider's efforts to his own failures in the battle with the English. Now the King Bruce watched the spider. The spider was not giving up. He was trying again and again to reach the center of his cobweb, and finally the spider reached his destination. This incident inspired King Bruce a lot, and King Bruce decided that this time he would fight with the English and would not give up till he had defeated them. With this spirit and favor, King Bruce finally won the battle. This story teaches us the lesson that try till you succeed. Thank you.
Good morning. Today, I am Swastika of class 10 of DAV PPT is going to present the review of the chapter His First Flight by Liam O. Flaherty. In the story, a young seagull was afraid of flying because of having the phobia that his wings would not support him. On the other hand, his siblings were so happy to have their first flight, and they learned it too quickly. They tried to make him fly by calling him shrilly, upbraiding him, and his parents started cajoling him every time he flapped his wings. But he failed to muster up his courage to take the plunge, which appeared so desperate to him. Once his mother was devouring a fish. The sight of food maddened him, but he was shocked when he saw that his mother was criticizing him and stepping back. Sometime later, he flew away. He was maddened by hunger and hence dived at the fish. But suddenly he felt that he was flying with her wonderful spreaded wings soaring outwards and downwards. Then everyone flew, screaming happily under the bewitching sky. I was really moved by the story. It excellently explains about the importance of independence, self-courage and confidence. The madness of anything takes us up to the sanguine of the success, passing all the stairs of difficulties. At last, necessity is the mother of inventions, but sometimes it needs an initial spark from our surroundings. Thank you.
A very good morning everyone. I am Subhasri Jana of class 8D of DAV Public School, Paradipur. I have read about many writers, but I want to say about Sir Isaac Asimov, who inspired me a lot. Isaac Asimov was born on January 2, 1920 and died on April 6, 1992. He was a prolific American writer, and also he is well known for his science fiction. He had written 300 books. His ultimately writings are 500. I have read a story about him. It was about the fun they had, and I loved it. He was a canny panic of transporting the young reader's imagination to the future world dominated by robots and computers. At last, I want to say that his writings has inspired other young readers also a lot, and has made them feel about the world of fun and love. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hello everyone, I am Prananjali Parida of class 9 of DAP Public School. I am here to present the book review of book called Life of Ups and Downs, and it was written by author Volga. This book is a journey of a young girl who beats all the odds of life of ups and downs. It is about how she learned to trust herself and to love herself, how to fight with all the difficulties and how to deal with them as well. Life throws obstacles in her way and she manages and deals with them as well. Afterwards, she became successful with what life had given her. In short, life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some are happy, and some are exciting. If we never turn the pages afterwards, then we will never know what the future will be or what the next chapter holds. Thank you and have a nice day.
A very good morning to one and all present over here, esteemed principal ma'am, teachers and all my dear friends. I am Sayom Patnaik of standard 6B and now I am going to describe about a book which name is Tenali Raman. This book is written by Evergreen Stories. It inspired me a lot while I read this book. I love this book. It is all about Tenali Raman and his stories of cleverness. When Tenali Raman was in his village, he was a small boy. Once there was a very bad summer. There was drought in their village. All the people were very unhappy and sad. But one day, when a sannyasi entered the village of Tenali Raman, very dark clouds came in the sky. It began to rain heavily. Then everybody was dancing of joy because with the help of this rain, the crops will another time grow. So when everybody was dancing, Tenali Raman ran towards the sannyasi and told that I saw that the clouds appeared in the sky before you stepped our village. Then why are you not telling everyone about this? The sannyasi said that Raman is a very clever boy. So I shall share my knowledge to this boy. So he called Raman towards him. Raman walked towards him. Then the sannyasi told Raman that I am giving you this mantra. You tell this mantra 1000 times in the Mahakali temple, assuring that you are alone in the temple, and whatever you will wish, your wish will be granted. Then after listening to the sannyasi, Raman rushed towards the Mahakali temple, assuring that he is alone. Then there he chanted the mantra given by the sannyasi 1000 times. After that, with a flash of light, goddess Kali came in front of Raman. She had 1000 faces. After seeing 1000 faces of goddess Kali, Tenali Raman was at first shocked, but then he started to laugh. By seeing Raman laughing in front of her, goddess Kali got very angry. She told that, why are you laughing in front of me, you fool boy Raman? Then Raman stopped laughing and told that, I have only one nose, but still I found it difficult to wipe my nose when I am in cold. Then you have 1000 nose, how you wipe your nose when you are in cold? Then after listening to Raman's words, goddess Kali smiled. Then with a flash of light, she appeared 2 bowls of milk in front of Raman. She told that one of the bowl of milk contains wealth and another bowl of milk contains knowledge. So she told that which bowl of milk you will drink, that will be granted to you. So what you choose, knowledge or wealth? Then Raman thought for some time. Then he told that first I will taste 2 of the bowl. Which will be better to me, I will drink that. After listening to Raman's word, goddess Kali's 1000 faces looked at each other. Then they all decided that no problem. You taste the milk of 2 bowls. Then which will be better for you, you will drink that bowl of milk. Then Raman drank 2 mouthfuls of milk from one bowl and 2 mouthfuls of milk from another bowl. After seeing that goddess Kali, she was very frustrated and angry. She told that, how dare you, Raman, for taking me? How dare you to trick me? She told this to Raman. Raman scared at first. Then Raman told that, what is this life without knowledge? And what is this life without wealth? If I only have knowledge, I will not be rich. I will be poor and I will die for starving. And if I will have wealth, then I will not have knowledge. What is this life of wealth without knowledge and knowledge without wealth? So, after listening to Raman's words and thinking for some time, Goddess Kali smiled and told that, okay, I will give you knowledge and wealth for the rest of your year.